Hey everybody, this is Sean Sadler. We're going to do the last chapter of the WIT book. It is an A and B for visual inspection, other NDE methods, and symbols. Now some of these will probably end up being skipped just for some reason that it's symbols and stuff, but I'll do the best I can with what it is. So each portion is 20 questions. There'll be a total of 40 questions total. And let's get going. So question 1 is, which of the following non-destructive testing methods is limited to the detection of surface discontinuities? And that one is visual inspection. A time period during which the penetrant remains on the surface of a part, allowing it to be drawn into any surface discontinuity is called dwell time. Which type of magnetizing current provides the best iron particle mobility test? And that is AC, or alternating current. What MT technique could be used for the discovery of longitudinal flaws? And the answer is headshot, or circular magnetism. Now, if you wonder about that, you haven't seen pictures. So you set a magnet one way, it goes like this. Set the other, which is longitudinal, it goes like this. So it's like, depending upon how you have it placed, one way is the different current, or the item that you're using could be set just only for circular or just one for longitudinal. It depends upon your setup. I believe they're called paddles, and the machinery you have. Number 5. What NDT method is best for evaluating surface porosity? The answer is RT, or radiographic testing. Which of the following statements is correct for radiographic testing? A high density discontinuity will produce a lighter image on the film. And when it talks about the radiographic, because the heavier and harder the item is, the more it's going to absorb, so it's going to show up brighter. Number 7. MT can be used most effectively to inspect which of the following. Okay. It gives 4 different answers, so I'm going to read off A, B, C, and D on this one, so you guys have an idea of all the stuff I'm seeing. So A, it would be austenitic stainless steel welds on carbon steel. B, austenitic stainless steel welds on stainless steel. C, carbon steel welds on carbon steel. And then you have D, aluminum weldments. And the answer is C, carbon steel welds on carbon steel. So, some of these questions, sometimes the question is short, the answer is long. Sometimes you got long answer, long question. Sometimes it's a short question, short answers. It really does vary. So we have number 8. Which of the following discontinuity might not be revealed using RT specifically if the radiation source is not oriented with the flawed direction? In this one, it is lamination. And some of these you just kind of want to do a brief summary over your RT, your MT, your VT, and stuff. You don't need to go heavy into it for your studying, but definitely have an idea on what they entail. I had a little bit of everything for the non-destructive testing. In fact, I did worse on the destructive testing than I did on the non-destructive. So you see where I was putting a lot of my emphasis on the non-destructive compared to the destructive. Now I know I'll just put more into the destructive, as I know a lot about my non-destructive. But you get an idea of what some of these questions do entail, especially where it has given 4 answers and you got to choose one. Some of them are really close together. But at the same time, I'm not trying to overload myself or anybody else like you watching this and overload the brain with a bunch of frivolous nonsense. Give me. So, what device is used? This is number 9. What device is used during radiography to indicate the resolution sensitivity of a radiograph? And the answer is an IQI, which that is just a little plate with some holes in it. Which non-destructive test method uses sound energy as a probing medium? The answer is C, ultrasonic testing. The process whereby ultrasonic indications are related to dimensions in a test standard is referred to as, make sure I tell you right, calibration. What ultrasonic inspection technique is typically used to evaluate as welded groove welds? And the answer is angle beam. Capillary action plays a role. Oh, pardon me, guys. Sorry. Capillary action plays a role in which NDT method? And the answer is PT, or penetrant test. Which NDT method is considered to be a true volumeric test? And the answer is UT, or ultrasonic testing. Changes in heat treatment can be measured using which NDT method? And the answer is ET, which is electron testing, if I remember right. Which NDT method is most likely to reveal subsurface laminations in a rolled plate? And it is ET, or ultrasonic testing. The piezoelectric effect is a property used by which NDE method? NDE method. And the answer is UT. Which of the best applications of the magnetic field to locate flaws in all directions when conducting MT testing? And that is, I should say that right. Yep. 2 directions. What resolution sensitivity is normally required for RT, or radiography testing? And that is 2%. A number in parentheses just above or below a non-destructive test symbol describes the number of required tests. Okay, that is number 20. Now for part B. Okay, what is the basic element of inspection in any quality control program? And that is visual inspection. Before, during, and after every single weld. And I had tests like that where every weld, somebody came in, inspected it, and walked away. That was my 6G test down in Colorado. It was X-ray tested. Number 2, electrical conductivity of a part is the primary requirement for which NDE method? Merry Christmas. I think I was this tired today. And that is ET. Hertz is a term associated with which NDE method? And that is UT. What testing method is primarily used for surface discontinuities in ferromagnetic fields? And that is MT, or magnetic testing. Which of the following provides the best protection from radiation during RT testing? And that is lead shielding. I want to make sure I gave you the right answer because there's lead and steel. Both can be used, but lead is the best protection. The physical principle that permits the migration of liquid penetrating into every fine surface discontinuities is capillary action. Which of the following gases is often used to pressurize a component during leak testing? And the answer is helium. Of equal thickness of steel, aluminum, lead, and copper are radiographed. Using the same exposure conditions, which material will produce the darkest radiograph? Dark, I believe that would be lead. Let me 8. So, aluminum. Aluminum will come out with the darkest. To determine the extent of subsurface porosity in a well, which NDE method would be the most reliable? That answer is RT, or radiographic testing. Let me bring this down just a little bit. What are the two main types of ultrasonic testing techniques? And that is longitudinal wave and angle beam. Number 11. What NDE method could be the most effective at identifying the exact location of subsurface discontinuity in 3 directions? And that would be UT, or ultrasonic testing. Which type of testing includes vacuum box testing? Yeah. LT. Off the top of my head, I don't remember what LT stands for. The substance used in UT to aid in the transmission of sound from the search unit to the workpiece and back is called copulent. It's the same stuff that they put on for like your MRIs, and also women who are pregnant is probably one of the most common forms for the copulent. Which testing method uses an inside diameter test coil to check for corrosion, cracking, and pitting? ET, or electromagnetic testing, or electron test. It's called electron test. It's ET. High part temperatures have the least effect on the result of which NDE method? Answer is ET as well. Last 5. Base metal thickness can be determined using which of the following NDE method? And that would be UT. A developer is used it is used as one of the steps in which NDE method? And that is PT, or penetrant test. ET is the abbreviation for which NDE method? No, I was right. It's electromagnetic testing. To be the most effective, visual inspection must be done after the welding process has been completed. No, that's not right. Throughout the entire process. Yes. So yes, it's throughout the entire process. So for your visual inspection. A number to the right of the non-destructive testing symbol refers to the length of weld to be tested. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you have made it this far through me talking through all my videos, we have completed Welding Inspection Technology Workbook. The next one will be a lengthy one, which is going to consist of 150 questions. I will not be able to get to that one until Friday, which would be the 14th. So, like I say, if you made it this far, congratulations. All said and done, I'm going to probably have close to 8 to 10 hours of listening through my videos for part A alone. The book I have is actually behind me. As you can see, the book's on top of the clothes. No, that way. And then I have another one to go through, which I'm going to pick apart because it doesn't completely all go into part A. It's more of a blueprint one of, it shows you the paper, it says where to go to, say what goes in this line right here, and it's really more of a study guide that's really hard to put up on a computer screen that I do not have the capability of doing. But I'm doing the best I can for you and for me, so I can study better and hopefully be able to produce information out for you. Please like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends that are trying to become this. I have a few people I know that are interested in becoming welding inspectors themselves, so I'm going to throw them onto the link of this as well, and hopefully they enjoy it and get an idea of what it takes to become an inspector and all the knowledge that has to go into doing this. Until next time, be well, take care, and goodbye.